welcome to The John Show with your hosts, John Doogie Clouser.
All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Clouser, John D. Clouser, whichever one you prefer. All it matters is that you call me to dinner. That's all it matters. That's all that matters around here. So, I hope you guys are doing good. This is episode 190. It's legal in my state, bitch. Anyway, so, yeah, we're here. Oh, man, I am extra louder. I'm extra loud than I normally am. But, yeah, we're here today to do a new podcast. I'm here to do a new podcast because, you know, deep down inside, I just feel like there's just words and there's feelings and there's point of views that I need and I feel like you need to hear about. Really, I just do this because I really do feel like I might have suffered a lot of CTE from football. So this is why I do this thing. It's a lot of that, just to keep my brain sharp. You know, it's better than just, not doing that stuff and that stuff. So, yeah. I really am just like, I'm kind of like, okay, John, we just got to bust through this. You got 37 minutes and 16 seconds left until this thing is done. And then you can watch what you want to do. What is the thing you want to watch? Done it. Football. It is, oh my God, we are in this is the last game of week 6, right? Well, we got Cowboys versus the Chargers. We have Cowboys who are 3-2 versus the Chargers who are 2-2. It's really the clash of two teams that should be a lot better than what they are. What I do is I feel bad for Herbert. That's why I feel bad, because he is so goddamn good. He is so good, but he has a coach that is absolutely inept, almost as inept as the offensive coordinator for the Steelers, Matt Canada. It's like, we need to make changes here. And then you got the Chiefs who are just playing like shit, who are playing down. And like, if we're going to play like this, we're not going to win another Super Bowl. And it's just, oh my God. It's so crazy because like the thing is, like, I can deal with it. I don't want to deal with like losing with the Chiefs, but I can deal with it because like I know how it was. So many years, so many bad quarterbacks, and then we finally got Patrick Mahomes, and we're finally doing things, and it's so beautiful. And you got the Rams who just try so hard to play football, and we're just not there yet. We're not there. You know, we beat the Cardinals, but that doesn't really mean anything. So I'm just like, we just need to play better. All my teams need to play better. I can't wait till the Steelers play against next week. It's next week that the Steelers play against the Rams, which is gonna be such a great game because I'm a fan of both teams. So it's gonna be funny because I'm gonna be wearing a Rams shirt and then I'm gonna be wearing a Steelers bucket hat. So it's gonna be a really good time. It's gonna be real fun. I should post it on the Instagram. Oh man, talking about that, holy shit! Do you know what's funny to me? Is that how so many people take this Instagram thing for like some sort of real thing, I think. And that's what's so crazy is like, you all know that this can just go away at any time. Like, what if like the thing just went away? Like, think about it. What if that app just went away? Then everything, like, you know, all those pictures you took, like, wouldn't mean anything. It just would mean nothing. It would mean nothing. It's almost the same thing like why you take the same picture 6 times, and all you do is you just change your arms, and you change, like, this is my left cheek, this is my right cheek, this is my left cheek, this is my right cheek, and then you write, you know, you can't move forward until you stop looking back. It's like, well, no fucking shit, you dickhead. Like, it's no shit. It's just, John, it's just the, and it's so funny because people get pissed at how I post on my Instagram. I am a dumbass. I bring this attention onto myself, and I do it on it's not that I do it on purpose. I'm just stating a statement, and I'm not meaning to be controversial. I'm not meaning to be anything. I just say things that I just get people so pissed at me. It's hilarious. So there's this video of this guy who won the he won the gold for like powerlifting and like a power clean. And the whole video was, I think it was a very emotional video. He it looked like he was going to lose, and then that guy he was competing against in the finals, he messed up too, and he didn't get a full snatch. And then the other guy, the main guy of this whole story, he did it again. He held it. The other guy wasn't able to hold it, and so he won. And the thing is, like, what made it so emotional was the fact that his wife passed away like 2 weeks before the whole Olympics thing started, I think, something like that. And so his whole thing was like, when he met her, he was like, "I promise you, I'm going to win the Olympics." And he did. He won it. And then he was winning it, and they put the medal over his face, over his like neck, and he was holding the medal, holding flowers, and there was a picture, and the picture was of his wife, I'm assuming, and the woman looked like it could be his sister. It's just one of those things, low hanging fruit. Yes, very low hanging fruit joke. And I was like, the guy, like that girl looks like that could be his sister. And let me tell you, you would have thought I just like slit all their dogs' throats, and I was the worst person in the world. I was getting told I should kill myself. You're a dumbass. You're a simp. And then it was like, there was ones that were saying like, like, it's funny how you have like, well, I don't know how many followers I have, like 13.9K followers, but like you only get like 3 or 4 likes on a video. It's like on a post. It's like, why why that is? I can tell you why that is. And the thing is, like, it doesn't affect me because, what? I don't give a shit. I just don't give a fuck. The reason why is because all I post about is this podcast. That's it. I don't post anything about my life. I don't post about anything else. I don't post anything about my projects I do. I don't do any of that because I just don't care. I don't care enough because, like, I go to concerts and I see people who are like just videoing themselves, like, and I see them videotaping the concert. Then I go to like the 4th of July and I see people taking videotaping the fireworks. Like, what are you doing? You're not involved in the fucking moment. Like, when I go out, if I'm with people, I don't bring my phone. I just don't. I don't care because I want to be in the fucking moment. I don't want to be in my phone because if I'm on my phone, then I'm not in the moment, and then I don't have shit to talk about. I don't have things to write about. I don't have things. It's just stupid and it's pointless for me to. Why you could have just stayed at home, you dickhead. Anyway, like my jug of water. So, but yeah, and oh, dude, I just get like. The thing is, like, yeah, that's all I post about. So I don't like. Of course, like, no one's gonna like. It gets old. Like, I've lost a lot of followers because of it. Because it's old. I don't blame them. I don't get mad at anyone. I'm like, yeah. Another thing too, I'm like, guess what? If they just leave, like, good. Now only the people who want to be here are here, instead of the people who are just like here to boast up their profile, and the same thing. So whatever. Who gives a shit? It's it's not real because it's the same thing. I could get a big bucket of water. Instagram is the exact same thing. So Instagram, and I could get a big bucket of water, and I could just like lean over and just scream into that big bucket of water, and it's the same thing. That's all we're doing is just screaming into nothingness. It's just screaming for nothing. It's just dumb. It's silly. I shouldn't say it's dumb. It's just silly, and it's just a weird way of like wanting to. What's the word? Use your time, I guess. I don't know. It's so funny. Sometimes I wish I would just be more like that. I should just like be more numb, because it would just make world and life a little bit easier for me. I would be a lot less angry. You're gonna hear a thing. No, you maybe didn't. Oh, there it was. Because it's like I'm just so wound up, and then if it's not that, it's like the Gaza Strip shit. It's like, good fucking jeez, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're all the same. We're all the same. And what do I say all the time? You go to the Dome of the Rock. You see someone who could be from Jordan. You can see someone who's from Israel. You can see someone from fucking Iowa. And we're all going to the same place because we all believe the same shit. It's not shit, John. That's lazy thinking. I've been working so hard. I work so hard on that. Like, don't say shit. Use better words. Like, even I'm trying to say, I used to say, like, it's like, cause like it gets lazy. It's lazy. It's lazy thinking, lazy way of like being. If you just like take an extra step, you might be able to get a little bit. You might be able to learn a little bit more. So, but it's just one of those things. Because that whole thing is so sad. Because everyone's losing. Everyone's losing. No one's winning on that. Like, people might think that they're ahead by beheading children. Some people might think that, like, cutting off power. And the whole thing is insane. Like, I understand that not the Jews, but Israel, I shouldn't say, I wear a thing. And I have a fucking Star of David on my goddamn neck. So, like, I can say Jew and be completely fine. And so what the thing is, though, like, Israel, always changes the line on things. And then, like, Pakistani people, they get fucked with. And then Pakistani people have to act back and they fuck with Jews. They fuck with the Jews. Oh, God. Why did I say it like that? Israelites. And the thing is, like, and then now everyone's losing, and it's just silly. It's just absolutely. I had no idea where I was going with this. I just think it's silly too. I don't even like talking about this because this is not fun to talk about. The reason I'm bringing it up is because I wear a Star of David, and so you can take that as what you want on what I believe in. So it's just an insane way of living, and people think that can't come here, and it could easily come here, and it scares the living shit out of me. It does, especially because, like, I was born in fucking Honduras, man, and like, that's a banana republic, and banana republics are just a communism light. That's all it is, because just at any time, the government come and just kill you, the cartel could come kill you. Don't give a shit about you. Don't give a shit about anything. It's all about money, and then there's no money because everyone's fucking poor, and it's just, what the living hell are we doing? What are we doing here? So I tell y'all, like, just go to Israel sometime, and it's just not right now, but go there, and then you'll see, like, we're all the same. Because once you go there and you see that, you're just like, oh, there's no reason why we should be doing this. There's no reason why we should be like this at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So, what else? What else do I have? What's something that's a little lighter? What, that Golden Bachelor? Oh my God. I've been watching a lot of stuff because I have this story I'm working on. And it's done. I just need to think of a way that I can, because the character is very unlikable. So I have to somehow redeem him at the very end of the story, because it's about a guy being best friends with this couple that are now getting married, and he's the best man. He's doing this wedding speech, and the whole thing, he's such a fucking asshole for the whole story. And I have to find a way of redeeming it. So I'm like watching anything and everything just to try maybe like spark an idea. So I've been watching a lot of that Golden Bachelor thing. Oh my God, is it hard to watch? It is just rough. Like, I thought it was hard to watch, like, Love is Blind, because sometimes there's some fucking hounds. But in the Golden Bachelor, like, they're all hounds. They're just all old, and it's just like one trip, one fall, done, just done. And it's just, I don't like seeing people kiss. I don't like seeing old people kiss. I realize I don't like seeing anyone kiss, really. It's kind of gross. It's all just gross. Like, do it alone by yourself, behind a tree, for fuck's sakes. I don't care. Anywhere but close to me. There was a guy in line today. I was at the store, and he was a good, maybe from here to like here. And I'm like, oh, bro, you're like way too close to me right now. Like, you need to back up. Because this is too close. Like, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. But I'm like, just this Golden Bachelor shit is so funny to watch. Like, just sitting here eating popcorn with my dog, tiny little thing. Like, hell, if you saw my little 12-pound thing, like, you'd be like, man, dude, you're half a half a Mary as it is. But it's just, But it is fun to watch these things and to see that it's just, oh my God, there's people that have more mental illness than myself. Like, I thought I was bad. I thought I was bad, but hey, no, 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 no. And that's things that I can be honest with myself. Like, because I wouldn't be doing a podcast I wouldn't have done 190 episodes of a fucking podcast sitting alone in a room for 30 minutes talking to a microphone if I didn't have some sort of like, thinking that I what's the term? What's the word? Am like slightly narcissistic or like want some weird attention in some weird way. It's weird. It's odd. It's different. But hey, you know what? The thing is, like, if you acknowledge it, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. What else do we have? So I was at work. Can you believe someone didn't know how to spell Jose? So I was with this Latin family, and I'm like calling for them, because they didn't know how to speak English that well. So like calling on the behalf of them, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, okay, like just go here. They need to go here, here, here. All right, and so the person who's going to be coming, his name's Jose, and they're like, how do you spell that? I'm like, Jose. And I kind of looked at the husband and his wife, and they're like, I'm like, it's just funny. It was a really funny Latino moment because we're just like, what the fuck is this? This white person doesn't know how to spell Jose. It's just okay. What else? Sometimes I read the things I write, and I'm like, I think you were just kind of angry when you wrote that. Like, I wrote, if you just do some crunches, then you don't have to pull your like leggings up over your belly button. I do think that annoys the hell out of me that people do that. It annoys the hell out of me that like men do it too. Like, there's dudes that do it too. Not with their leggings, but with their pants. And it's just like, dude, just do some crunches. It's everyone. I don't do it, but it's like, just do some crunches, and then you can wear a belt. That's another thing too that annoys the hell out of me when I see so many men not wearing belts. Like, wear a belt. Like, pull your pants up. Like, these pants are be falling off your body. Like, there's no way that those pants fit you. Like, pull them up. Wear a belt. Be a gentleman. Be just like, act like you want to care. Act like you care a little. Don't know why I act like that. Don't know why I think like that. But it's like, oh, well, it is what it is, man. I have lost all the goddamn steam for this podcast. I know, like, I'm just like, 7:04. We're almost there. Because as soon as you get done with this, you can just start editing. But you're gonna watch football. Oh yeah. So, I don't know what else. What else do I have? This is just gonna be a very weird thing. What, like this? Like, isn't it ironic that we don't pay our servers in America, but we're so fat? Like, I guess that kind of goes. Why do you write that, John? Like, this is a weird thing to write. It's just like, why even think like that? But I think that's true. It's like, why don't we just pay like servers? Give them people are like, like, because like, but restaurant owners like, like, we're barely making by because like, we only upcharge by a couple dollars. Like, I'm like, no, you don't. You lying sack of shit. Like, y'all always upcharge by a lot, and then like, just pay your fucking people. Pay them a fucking living wage. It's just part of the thing. But then like, I think the whole thing is like, well, then the cost of food is gonna have to go up because we have to pay for all that. It's like, bro, we're not the one telling you to fucking make a lasagna restaurant. Like, we're not the people. We just want to eat the lasagna. That's all we're trying to do. So if you can't do it, I'm sorry, but it's how it is in America, and it's probably a very closed-minded way of thinking. Is it? Or am I becoming is mine too left thinking, left wing thinking like that? And because sometimes I'm like, am I just being too sensitive because I'm just so fucking tired of like going against the grain all the time that I just want to. Sometimes I just want to be like, what? Maybe I am. Maybe me getting mad is the problem. But I'm like, no, it's never my fault. It's never my fault. Like, how we live in America, it's never our fault. It's always something else. It's always a pill. It's always, someone else, I didn't get that job because of my race. I didn't get that job because I'm a man. I didn't get that job because I'm a woman. I didn't get that job because, that person knows someone else. It's like, it's always something. It's always freaking something. So what can we do? What can we talk about for the next 10 minutes that would just be awesome? No alien stuff. I know we haven't talked about alien stuff in a while because no alien stuff has happened. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that something? Ain't that some shit? But yeah, so that's the thing. What else do we have? Is it weird to call? Oh yeah. Oh my God, I remember this now. Now, this could just be because I was checking on someone's profile that I'm not a big fan of, and then I'm like, you know what, fuck, this fucking person is fucking weird. But I think it's weird. Am I just the only person that thinks it's weird to be like, I'm having date night with my kids? Is that a weird thing? Am I just overthinking it? Am I just trying to dig for something that doesn't need to be digged at? Because a little of me feels like that, but more of me feels that it's like, that's kind of gross to be saying that you're going on a date with your kid. Because the reason why you go on a date is like someone like romantic. It's like romantic sex, relationship, like build something. But like, you know, like, hey, I'm just going out. I'm having dinner with my child. Like, just say that. Don't say I'm having a dinner date with your. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking because of like linguistically, I'm thinking too much deeply into it, and I could easily just be like, you know, hey, that's what it is. Maybe, but I also do think it's rather fucking weird to be saying that you're going on a date with your kid is date night with my son, date night with my daughter, because it's like, yeah, because it's like women can say that, but what if I were to say that I had like 2 daughters, so I'm like going on a date night with my daughters? It's like, that sounds weird. Doesn't that sound a little weird? And you'd be like, John, you could think of better words than date night with your daughter. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong on that. So, what else do we have? Oh, I have some weird football fact. I have a weird football fact. So we all know about the Oregon Ducks, right? Oregon Ducks, they have that duck. They have a bunch of like really cool football uniforms, that kind of thing. Chip Kelly used to coach there, did the spread offense, kind of was the one that put him on the map. Anyway, so do you know that why they're called the Oregon Ducks? So it all has to do with Disney. So the athletic coordinator in 19 something? What night was it? 19. Let me look it up because I have it right here, kind of. Let's see. Oregon Ducks. Okay. What's his name? Mike Royer. He was a athletic director at the University of Oregon at the time, and they were wanting to get a mascot. And he was really good friends with Walt Disney, and he's like, "Oh, hey, can we?" They made it just a verbal agreement and a handshake saying that like, yeah, you can use the likeness of Donald Duck. And so that's the reason why their mascot is a duck. Isn't that crazy? I think that's so funny. One of the most weirdest things in the world in sports. I guess, yeah. I mean, I think that's weird. So, man, I am just, you can't tell I've hit a wall. A lot of me's like, you know what, John, you should just like be done with this podcast and just like be done, start editing it, call it a day. Should I do that? Hit 25 minutes? But then I'm almost like, it's only 5 more minutes. Why not? But like, also it's like 5 minutes is a lot of time, and I don't really feel like I don't know. What should we do? I've said everything. What else do we have? I called it edgelord, which I didn't even know was a word. I was like, edgelord, what the fuck's an edgelord? So apparently edgelord is somebody who has a provocative point of view on things. It tends to be mostly on the internet. And I'm like, okay, that's actually a pretty good word. Like, it's a pretty good insult. So I'm like, interesting, being called an edgelord. I thought it had to do something with like jerking off, like you jerk off but you don't finish kind of thing, like you're like a jerk off. But you're an edgelord, so you're like the master at edging. So that's the thing. I think that's really about it. You can't spell, yeah. And the last thing is like, you know, if you're not synced up with your TikTok video, shoot it again. It's weird. It's weird that you do it and you post it when it's not synced. It just seems like a big waste of your time. It's a waste of your time, waste of my time from trying to watch it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's a good way. I think that's a good thing to close on. I think that's a good thing to close on. So anyway, yeah, if you gotten this far, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next episode. I'll have a little bit more energy. Won't be the night before football or the night of football. All right, bye.